very much for being here at my live stream on YouTube. I go live every Monday at 3:45 p.m. Central Standard Time, unless I'm on vacation or something else comes up, but generally I'm live or I have a premiere video that you can come and watch. If you're watching this as a replay after the live stream has ended and you're on a computer, you can look for the little gear at the bottom of the screen and change the speed. If you're on a mobile device, generally the three little dots at the top, you can use those to change the playback speed to get through it a little faster, because generally my live streams last around 2 to 2.5 hours. I want to thank Robin for being my moderator and administrator and note taker throughout the live stream. She is generally my one right-hand woman, if you will, and I am so thankful to have her. She also is an administrator of the Friendly Junk Journal People Facebook group. Occasionally, if she's not available, one of the other administrators will come over and help me, or a friend will help me moderate the video today. If you have questions, please feel free to put those in all caps, and I'll do my best to answer those questions. If I don't see it, please ask again. Or if you know the answer to somebody's question, please answer it. Hey, if you have a YouTube channel, please feel free to share with us by saying, hey, I have a YouTube channel and this is what I do on it. You won't be able to share a link, but you can at least talk about your YouTube channel. Let's keep the chat upbeat, friendly, and helpful. If you are having a great day, let us know. But honestly, we don't want the negative, what is going on in the world right now, because we are here to escape that, to be inspired, to be friendly, and have some fun. During the live stream, you have an opportunity to earn junk bucks. You can type !bucks to see how many that you have once Junkie Joe is up, because this is preliminary and I've pre-recorded this. Once you have 2,000 junk bucks, you can redeem those by typing a word, and you can get a $10 off coupon to my shop. How do you earn junk bucks? Just by being here, chatting with us. So make sure that you speak up in the chat so that Junkie Joe registers that you're here, and by playing the in-chat games, and then also whenever you make donations. Occasionally I have raffles. In fact, right now there should be Junkie Joe coming up. You can type !raffle just as that says, and you can enter the raffle to win 200 junk bucks. If you make a donation during my live stream, do go over to my website at lindaisrael.com. You can see the name scrolling across the bottom here, and create a user account. Once you've created a user account on my website, make sure that you use the contact me form and say, hey, my name is on YouTube and I donated, and then I can get you added to the YouTube donator membership on my website. What does that do? Well, a member of my website in the YouTube donator membership gets 5% off orders in my shop, gets several digital downloads for free, and during the live stream when you donate, you get a chance to win the journal that I raffle off at the very end. Throughout the live stream, I will have different raffles giving away prizes. If you will type !raffle when you see those come up, then you can have a chance to win those items. We're going to get started here in just a moment. Thank you so much for being here today. When the video is over, come back and leave a comment. Tell me what you liked about today's video, or if you have questions and you're watching this as a replay, use that comment section down below. Also, look in the description box to links to the Friendly Junk Journal People Facebook group, as well as by Linda Israel, my Instagram, Twitter, my website, and generally I try to update the products that I use, and those links are in the description box as well. All right, well, let's get started. Are we live? Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope you can hear me. You can see me. How has everybody been? I've been busy. I've been very stressed. I'm still a little bit stressed, so that's why we're going to make ephemera pieces today and not a whole journal. I have a couple of older journals. I think these are from, let's see if I signed them, 2001 maybe? I can't get it open. 2020. So 2020. These are the Christmas Dream journals. I have a planner journal and I have a regular journal. So when we get to the end, if y'all want one of these journals, make a donation of any dollar amount. Know that it goes towards your membership on my website, which you need to go in and sign up and create an account, and I'll get you added. You get discounts on items in my shop, and then I have another one here. And when we get to the end, if we have enough donations to be able to help cover some of the costs, I will give it away to a lucky winner. All right, so I hope everybody is good. I've just been busy and working on some stuff. I did get all the subscription boxes shipped out. I'm waiting on a couple ladies to text me back so I can meet them because they're local, but I haven't heard from them, so hopefully I'll hear from them soon. What else? I am behind on getting prizes out. I know. Yeah, it's just one of those things that when I get to it, I get to it. I have good intentions. I get it all ready, and then something happens. And now my printer is at our shop because we use it there more than I did at home because I'm not here all the time. And then I forget to get the labels made, and yeah. So I'm going to work on it hopefully really soon. Hey, Margie, thank you so much for your donation. I greatly appreciate it. So I thought, no, we're live right now. Austin, I have a pre-recorded intro for the first 5 minutes so that we get everything behind the scenes connected, and then I start the live. So we're live. Hello. I am working on a journal I had planned to make for today, but time got away from me. I was also working on my Secret Santa gift. I got that box. It's ready to go. I just got to take it to the post office when we get done with the live stream. And so I was a little overwhelmed with trying to get something done for today in addition to my swap journal that I made. So I thought, well, you know what? I really need some more ephemera type pieces. And maybe you're like me. You have some pretty papers. You have some rubber stamps. Maybe you've got stencils. You've got some digital images. But you really want something a little bit more special than just taking that digital image and slapping it down onto another piece of paper. So I thought, well, we'll make a few different things using all kinds of different supplies. Right here in the front, I have a Christmas card. And what's funny is this is actually the front and the back. I don't think I glued it together, or did I? Nope, I didn't glue it together. So it's actually the front and back. It had a cutout. And I just thought it was so cute the way that it was, which was funny. This Christmas card was sent to me back in the 90s, probably around 95-ish, from a lady that I no longer speak to because her husband did shady things. But anyhow, I thought it was still a pretty card, and I made it to be a pocket. You can see the back of the card there, to put onto a piece of music that I glued to a book page that I then added a piece of tea-dyed paper. Or coffee dyed paper. And I did that just so it's a little bit thicker. It's not as thick as cardstock. Maybe you don't have a lot of cardstock in your stash, but you want to make some little booklets. You could add pages to this, and it can be a little journal. Let me give you the sizes. So it is a, where's my big journal? There it is. It is 10 inches across, okay? And then it is 7 inches tall, okay? And I chose that because some of the pages I have made, so this is from A Christmas Dream, and I made some Franken pages, but I had some pockets here, and I want to be able to stick a little folio, journal, whatever inside there. I mean, you can see that it's there, but you have this additional writing space. And I thought by using the layers of paper, it makes it a little bit sturdier, but not as thick as Scrapbook and cardstock, okay? So let's make a couple of these so you can see how they come together. There is a book page. It is cut to 5 by 7. I have a piece of sheet music. I haven't even selected, pardon me, Henry is sick. I just got over the sickness, but now Henry is sick. And hopefully I'm not getting it again because I've been pretty much tired and run down all day. So lots of fun. All right, so I've got some Christmas cards here, and I want some that are small enough to kind of fit on the front. I think I like this size, even though it's going the other direction. Maybe we'll make it to where it looks like it's coming this way. So let's do that, just for something different. All right, put those back over here. So I'm going to cut off the back of this card so that it is out of my way. Okay, and that looks pretty even all the way around. So I'm going to leave that, put my paper cutter away for a moment. And I'm looking at this sheet music. It's got some really nice discoloration in the corner. I don't know what it's from, so I'm just going to pretend that it got wet. And I'm going to glue a book page. I've found that by using these book pages, I can add a little bit of strength and thickness to other papers, but yet it's not so much that it's crazy bulky, you know? Party at my house, yeah. Oh my goodness. All right, so we'll put that right there. And I'm just going to use my bone folder to kind of push that glue to the edge all the way around. Not my house. Okay, so now I'm going to take this piece and trim it. And just kind of line it up with the edge as straight as I can. And then I've got a bin that I'm putting all my scraps in. So I'm just going to pop that over there. Okay. All right, so there is that piece, okay? This piece is going to go on here on the front. And I think I need to put something on the inside. We're kind of staying with more of a coffee dyed pastel, not pastel, vintage, I guess you could say. So let me see what I have for some coffee dyed paper. I have some papers that were really, really thin. And I think those work better because I'm adding to them. So I think that's what I'll do. I was looking to see if one side looks better. I think that's what I want to do right there. All right, so I'm going to glue this piece on here. Again, this was a 10 by 7 book page that I'm using. I just cut down. Now, if you like the book page, maybe it's too thin to use one page, glue 2 or 3 together. You know, just kind of play with what you have. Okay. Hey, Ada, welcome, welcome. Now you threw them away? Gosh! I always save my Christmas cards. In fact, the subscription boxes, most of those were either cards that were given to me or one of my friends that always gave me cards, saved all their cards, and then gave me their cards that they got for the season. It's kind of funny. I have a couple of friends that gave me their Christmas cards from the past. You know, post on your Facebook page. Hey, local friends or family, whenever you're done with your Christmas cards for the season, if you don't want them, I will take them and recycle them. And that's how I got a bunch.
right, so I'm just going to go around the edge with some Distress Ink Walnut Stain. I think I'm also, we're going to go to the sewing machine here in a little bit. Oh yeah, and if you haven't already, get in on the raffle. Y'all, exclamation point raffle. We're going to get 200 junk bucks. All right, so I'm just going to go around the edges with some Distress Ink. Okay. So ask your friends. All right, so I'm just going to do a little bit on this side. And then I'm going to come in on this side. I may need to put some more ink in my ink pad. I like mine really dark, so I don't have to work as hard. I know that sounds red. So walnut stain, and I just kind of take my little dauber and just put a little bit on the surface, kind of smush it around. And then at first it's going to be really dark, so I'll kind of pounce it out on the edge. Yeah, that's better. Makes it a lot darker. I like it. My arm gets tired from pushing up to the camera, so I end up having to bring my shoulders down. All right, so what we're going to do, I think I'm going to put some faux stitches on this card, and let's make it be a pocket. So let me find some strips of paper. I know I have a few. So I'm going to cut some 1-inch strips real fast. Why am I doing that? I'm going to make it where the pocket is the full size. So I found if I run a bead of glue here, oopsie, and then put a piece of book page in that glue, kind of slide it into place. And I've already misplaced a pair of scissors today. I cleaned off my desk, and that's what happens. All right, so I'm gonna put a little bit of glue there. Slide that into place. Trim this off and at an angle, and I'll cut that one at an angle. Now I just need to do this side, put my strips back in there, throw that away. Yes, I do throw some things away. Otherwise, I would be up to my eyeballs in trash. Sometimes I still am. I had to empty my trash bin today. It was a little full. Okay, trim that. Trim that. Okay, so I trimmed all of that. And what I'm going to do is go to the sewing machine, and I just want to stitch around this outside edge all the way around. Go ahead just for grins. And let's put a little bit more Distress Ink here. There. All right, so let's go stitch. We're going to stitch now. Hopefully the camera works. I had some issues the other day. I didn't think it was in the right spot. I think it is. Okay. Regular sewing machine, regular needle, regular thread. I've got it set up as a zigzag stitch. I will say that you want to make sure that your paper is not sopping wet with glue when you go to sew, because it'll gum up the needle, it will tear the paper, it's just a big old mess. So be patient and let it dry before you get there. Hey Cricket, hey Connie, hey Giovanna, thanks so much for being here. Hey Robin and Julie, I don't think said hello, and Connie and Kathy, who else? Sherry, hello, hello, hello. All right, so I'm just going to start. I don't know, sometimes I decide which way is going to be the top and the bottom, so this is going to be the front. The stitching, it's purely decorative. Purely decorative. If you wanted, you could have also put a little piece of fabric there. Just depends on if you wanted it to have like a little tab at the bottom. All right, let's turn. I leave my presser, or lift my presser foot, leave the needle down, and then rotate. That's how I get some sharp corners when I'm sewing. Put the needle down, flip it. I can get pretty quick because I've sewn for a really, really long time. I think I've told y'all that my step-grandmother and my grandfather came to visit us when I was probably 13 and a half, 14. And my biological grandmother had passed. And so in the home was 3 sewing machines. So the new grandma came to town and brought me one of those sewing machines and proceeded to teach me how to sew. We went to the fabric store and we bought, of all things, a jumper. It was a one-piece thing that you have to kind of peel yourself out of. It was crazy. But she showed me how to read a pattern, how to thread the needle in the machine, how to thread the machine, and I put together a little jumper. I was pretty proud of myself. And after that, I started sewing all kinds of things, pillows and altering clothes. I made my prom dress for high school. I started making wedding gowns, bridesmaid dresses. I did wardrobes for people. I don't do that anymore. I don't really particularly like sewing for other people. Oh dear. It has been a crazy couple of years. I'm glad to see you too in here. Been staying out of trouble. I know you've got a house full of kiddos now. Austin is one of the guys on our junk journal world that does a wonderful job of showing us vintage stuff that he loves to do. All right, so I'm just folding in the little tabs so that when I put it on here, I have that little pocket that we can tuck stuff in. All right, so I'm going to glue this down. Okay. Kind of center that as best I can. And if you want, you can go further and add other embellishments, but I think right now my goal is just to kind of make a little bit of some extra writing space. And since we have this inside piece, let me grab some rubber stamps. I moved them earlier. That's what I get. Let's see, so this is kind of a wintry scene. Let me see, what do we want to do? I've got the snowflakes. Let's do that. So I'll get my acrylic blocks, which apparently I actually put one up. I can't believe it. You know, since we are kind of, it's blue on this side, we're doing vintage, I think I'll just go ahead and still do the black. I may grab a scrap of paper to stamp off just in case it goes off the edge. Come on. Maybe like this. Rotate it a little bit. Nope, I did the same image. You know, kind of like that. Kind of looks like special stationery. Let's do it across the bottom too. I think I like that. Isn't that kind of neat? Just kind of make your own little personalized stationery. So there's another one. So we had this one. I didn't do anything on the inside of it. Maybe I'll find something real fast. What should we stamp on the inside of that one? You know, I got the holly leaf, mistletoe, excuse me, not holly leaf, mistletoe stamp. Let's put the sewing lamb away for a moment. Oh yeah, sewing paper without thread is lessons. That's how you learn how to control the machine. I like that, just kind of adding a little bit in the corners. Okay, let's put this up. All right, so there's a couple of book-like cards that we could use. Another thing that I was looking at was I was thinking that I wanted some mobile. Oh, I just realized my camera's not really on me. Oh, to learn how to sew straight, get yourself some index cards. They already have lines on them, and stitch on them. And that's how you can practice stitching straight. I think some floating type pockets would be good. So let me find my big book, because I want thicker paper, I think. Where, oh, where did I put my book? Where, oh, where did you go? Is this one it? No, that's not the paper I want. You know, we can't find the one we want, right? There's one I have that's like the perfect paper. Aha, here it might be. Whoa! Making a mess. Ugh. Hit my head. Just turned in a complete circle. Drop a stamp on the floor. I think this one might be the one I want. No, that's not it either. But I kind of like this font, so we're going to use it. I think I will glue two together. I really wanted my thicker paper, but I don't see it. I must have put it somewhere else. Isn't that usually how that works? If it's not right where you thought it would be. Is that it over there? Okay, let me try one more time. I think this is the one I really want. It is. It is the one that I want. You're the one that I want. Ooh, ooh, ooh. You're the one that I want. It's a little bit thicker paper. Only a few pages out. All right, so now I have a pile of books on the floor around me. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this book page and fold this over. Yeah. And glue it like so. And I'm going to fold over this edge. I'm going to make a floating pocket here. Oh, I'm going to unfold that. Now I want to fold over this edge. All right. And I'm going to glue this one. All right, we're going to come back over here and fold this as straight as you can get it. Sometimes Linda doesn't fold very straight. If you don't fold very straight, you can always score it with like a ruler to get it straighter. Hello, 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 and welcome, welcome, welcome. Ashley, you've been to my home. I have so many books in here, I cannot remember what the cover looks like. All right, so this piece of book page is not quite 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 inches tall. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I don't know that I really want this to be 5 inches per se, but let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do 4.5. 4.5. Let's see if that comes out right. 4.5. Maybe a little bigger, but that's okay. Okay. And I'm going to cut this piece off. I know, we're making trash, but that's okay. I'm going to get my distress inks ready. And what I want to do is take this piece and glue it over here. And by doing it this way with the little tab, okay, there's a tab in here, I'll be able to use the full width of this floating pocket. So if my journal cards are 4 inches wide, it would definitely fit in this 4.5 inches, because otherwise if you glued down the side, then it'd be kind of tight. Yeah, okay. Thank you so much for your donation, Cricket. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so here's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to add some distress inks to the edges. Okay. So right now, that's just a book page. I did not add any color. It wasn't tie-dyed, it wasn't sprayed or anything like that. All right, so now what I'm going to do is fold this up. So probably right about 2 1/4, 2.5 inches. Okay. And let's go ahead and add some distress ink here. And I think I'll just glue this. So I'm going to put a little glue right there and a little glue right there. All right, so we got this piece. Let's add some decoration to it. So let me grab my rubber stamps again. See which one we want to use. I'm kind of stuck on this snowflake for some reason, but I think we can use the holly leaves. All right, so let's get my little block and some black ink. And this is just the holly leaf, so I'm just going to stamp it all over. And I think I'll go ahead and do the outside edges. I plan to put something else in the middle. Okay. Now, I could add some color, and I think I will. Why not use some distress inks? I got Mowed Lawn here. It's a brighter green, but I think that's okay. Kind of put a little bit on the edges. Okay. So we've added a little bit of color to that. Get that out of the way. Okay, okay, okay. I like it, I like it. Ah, I know what else I wanted to do. I want to put a piece of paper on the back. I saw one here a little while ago. And it may have disappeared, of course. That's usually how it works with me. I'd see one and think, oh, I'll use that. And then, lo and behold, it disappears. I thought I saw, oh, I saw some graph paper. Even if it's faux graph paper. Where did I see that? Ah, here we go. How about that? All right, so get my paper cutter here. So this is roughly right at 4.5. So if I made it 4 inches, I'm going to do a 4-inch strip. And this is just one of Norella's graph papers. I decided that, you know, yes, it's really cool to coffee dye and tea dye graph papers and whatnot, but I didn't want to have to keep up with all these papers that I dyed. And to me, it's just easier when I want a page of craft paper just to print one and use all my other papers instead for stuff. Oh, well, cool, Jennifer. Now you can watch me in the big screen. All right. So basically, I just made a little square. You know what? Let's go to the sewing machine. I know it's just thin copy weight paper, but I think I like the idea of stitching around that. So let's do that. We watch, of all things, there's a YouTube guy that plays slot machines on his YouTube that he shares and shows us all kinds of stuff. So we'll watch that on the big TV. Margie, you're due for a new TV. Is that what you're trying to say? It's funny, my father-in-law bought a new television, and then a friend of ours, they also just got a huge new television. I think it was like 90 something inches. It's a flat screen. And I remember when we bought our first flat screen, which we still have, how expensive they were. And we were like, well, this is going to last us for a long time. It has. Knock on wood. If this isn't fake wood, I hope. And now we have, I don't know, a bunch of smaller flat screens because I use one as my computer monitor here in my craft room. So it's just kind of handy. All right, so I sewed around that piece, and I'm just going to glue it straight down onto this little, I call it a floating pocket. Okay, let's come here. So even if you forget to do the sewing step while it's flat, because you could have sewed that together, you have it now. All right, so let's put something on here. I was digging around and I have a bunch of leftover pieces that I found in my stash. So I was going to see if there was something that I thought would go. That's a partridge, but I cut out a long time ago. I think that would be good. I don't know if you can see that it's a gold embossed on a green piece of what is that, book page that's been sprayed. Pardon me. I see some words in here. I keep these little packages. By the way, these packages like this that you get, save them. Whenever I show you all how to make a item that I use transparency film, well, you could use one of these bags in place of the transparency film. I was trying to see if there was in there. What does it say? Santa's little, I'm elf size. Well, that doesn't fit my... Okay, here we go. Peace on Earth. That fits. That fits. All right, so I'm going to close it back up. Only had that TV for 3 years. You watch everything on your laptop, Ashley. All right, so I think we'll just put that. What do you think? Kind of like that? Just some little different ephemera. Trying to use up some things that I made a while back and hadn't done anything with it. All right, so we'll put that right there. I don't know which kit that came from Norella. It may have been one of her word kits. It may have been from the Winter Bliss kit. I don't remember. All right, so we got this piece, and I don't know if I had some fussy cut cards already. Well, here's one. So I've got one little fussy cut card that I can put in there. So let's find something else we could put in there. What do I have that we could use? I've got, oh, this is kind of a pretty little paper. I've got some, all right, I got a few little things here. So let's make a card that will stick out the top. So we'll make this 4 inches wide. It's one of those misprints from Canvas Corp brands. So I made it 4 inches wide because then it can go in the pocket back here. Hopefully I didn't glue it shut. Okay, whoop! Got caught on my finger. Yeah, so that would kind of stick out. And I found this little piece. I think I have some 4x4s. Oh, that's bigger than 4x4. Is this a 4x4? Oh no, I had an avalanche of papers. That's usually what happens. Oh, maybe I don't have any 4x4 squares anymore. I may have finally used them all. Well, all right, we'll use one of these smaller ones. So I got this one, it's smaller. If I were to cut it, or maybe leave it. No, I think I may leave it that size. All right, I think I'm gonna do like a 1 inch, 1 1/4 inch strip. And this is 3.5 inches, so we'll cut that at 3.5 inches. All right, so we'll put this on here. I like that. I saw, I don't know if I still had, well, I've got this one that says memories. What if we put that on there? Kind of handy to have some things stamped out ahead. Cleaning robots in stock. Oh, I would want one of those. I think those are called Roombas, aren't they? You have to clear a path for them, though. All right, let's put this on here. Now, do I want to sew? Why not? Let's do some sewing. So I'll put the sewing lamb back out again. So you can mix some papers of all kinds together to make some fun journal cards. So, do I want to just sew on the outside edge and then put that on top? I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to glue this piece down. Okay? And I'm just putting glue right in the middle. So now I'm going to stitch across the top. I think I'm going to stitch all the way around this little rectangle. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. Pardon me. That's why I didn't put glue out to the edge. I'm using up all these scraps. All right, so I made a floating pocket. Now, do I want to make a different pocket so that it could be put on a page that kind of goes together, but not really exactly all the same stuff, you know, so it gives that little bit of a eclectic look. Oh, Hercules was that way the other day. He came and just was pawing at me and going rawr, you know, rrr, and doing his little playful getting down on his front paws. It was funny. Pardon me. So we did a little bit of tug of war. Okay, I like that. So now I need to do something with this piece. So let's add some distressings. Okay, I just saw something that I want to do because I think I can make that look like a little bookmark. And it doesn't have to go in this pocket. We can have it some other place. Poke, poke, nudge, nudge. All right, y'all get in on the raffle for 200 junk bucks. All right, so we got this piece. What do I have? I've got a gel print here that I made a while back. Maybe if we just did a strip of it. Maybe. I have the words joy to the world. What else do I have in here? I got another joy to the world. I don't know that I want to take the time today to paint the chipboard. We could, or I could do something like put it on top of this green and layer it. I feel bad though, it kind of covers up that red, doesn't it? All right, let's do this. Let's cut this piece to at least be the size of the joy to the world. Okay? All right, I got hot all of a sudden. The temperature has risen. All right, I'll go ahead and make it 3.5 inches wide. And then turn it around. And maybe it's going to be 3.5 inches square. All right, let's look at this for a moment. Do we want to just put that? I kind of like that. I was going to use the red, but I think we'll be okay with just the joy to the world. What do you think? Pardon me. Let's add some distressing. Little chihuahuas. They're all lovey-dovey today. Are you at your mom's, Ashley, or are you at your place? I don't think you've got your place finished yet. Your new place. That's what I meant to say. Your new place. I think I'm just going to glue that down as it is. Pardon me. I'm just going to add some glue. This is I guess you'd call it a gel print. It might have been where I just brayered. I can't tell. Feels like it's a gel print where I'd put just green paint across my gel plate and then let it dry. I'm going to use Fabri-Tac since this is acrylic paint that can be kind of, what is it? It's got plastic in it. So sometimes Aleene's tacky glue. Wow, that was a lot of glue, Linda. I may have to get my paintbrush. Anyhow, Aleene's tacky glue won't stick. Can't get my words out. All right, let's kind of wrangle this a little. All right, I'm going to lay it down. And I know it's going to have glue strings. Okay. Rub my hands together, get the glue off. There we go. All right, y'all in on the raffle? I didn't forget. Oh, that's awesome. Yay, I'm so glad to hear that, Ashley. Yeah. Okay. You're trying to make an angel, Julie? All right, so then this guy is going in here. So we've got this side. So over here we need a little decoration, and we'll do the giveaway. Do I want to put, that seems kind of big. Okay, I am back. Do you hear me? I was sitting here talking away, and then I was like, wait, there, it doesn't show I'm in. I'm back. I'm sitting here talking away to myself, getting things ready. So y'all get in, excuse me, pardon me. Get in on the raffle. So while I was waiting on my computer, I went ahead and stamped a piece of book page with the word Merry Christmas on it. And I thought we would just glue that to the back side. There it is. Yay! Yeah, that made you move? I was sneezing before the live stream. I had to go take some more Benadryl. I feel like I should put something up there too on the back of that. What could I put on there? Maybe we'll stamp it. We'll stamp it. We did the holly leaf earlier. So let's do this. I'll get a scrap of paper. Just kind of, yeah, okay. And then how about Be Merry? I've got a little set of word stamps. Let me put this one back over here. So it's Be Merry, Ho Ho Ho, Cookies, and Joyful. It's called the Be Merry Quartet. So I'm getting my little bitty block. Now, do I just want to stamp it directly right here? Why not? It doesn't have to be super embellished. But now we can put this. How's that? Be Merry, Merry Christmas. So there's something on the back. And then we have a few things on this side. You can even add more. So we got a floating pocket. What do you think? Kind of simple. All right, let's do the raffle. All right, I think everybody's in. All right, the winner of 200 junk boxes, Janice Bremer. Congratulations, Janice. We'll get you bumped with those 200 junk bucks. And let's see. Good. Let's see. Christmas goodies from Mrs. Edmonds. All right, open giveaway. So Jennifer came and saw me a while back. I think it's when we did the paper making session, and she gave me a bag full of little goodies. And so these are some goodies that she made. Looks like there's like a library pocket with a card, some sticker button pieces, a little felt Santa, a tag or two in there. So we're going to give that away. Thank you, Jennifer, for that. I greatly appreciate it. All right, so we got this guy done. So I'm going to just stick this over here. I need to put it in my pile of what we did today. I need to make some pockets. I also want to do something with this piece. Maybe I'll find something here that would look good with it. Got a little piece of green. I'm kind of thinking maybe that's what I'll do, is just make a little layered piece. That's too big. But what we could do, if I made the little label All right, do I want to stamp that on a piece of ivory or white? I'm trying to see if I had a scrap, but I don't see one, so we're going to use this piece. I have a bunch of these pre-made cards. All right, so I'm just going to stamp this little frame or label. I think it's called label number 1. You're not entering this raffle, Jennifer. You don't want your own stuff back? I'll just go ahead and stamp a few so I have a few ready to go. All right. Now I saw, and I'd probably take me a minute to find it. I got Be Merry. I know I want the word, oh wait, I've got Merry right here, so we'll just do that. I was going to look for Happy. I know I have Happy as a rubber stamp in another set, but I think I'm going to do, is that straight? Not really. There we go. Just kind of stamp that in the middle. I'll do one more, why not? Okay, got Mary. So that is from the Cheer Quartet, Cheer Bright Merry Wish. And then I'm going to go over and I'm grabbing the Christmas from the December Words Quartet. About to lose one. So now I'm going to stamp Christmas. And they are different sizes of fonts in order to get them to fit in my labels. So that's why they're different sizes. All right, let's cut out a couple of these. All right, seriously, I've already lost another pair of scissors. I can't believe this. Where did it go? There they are. I put them in the basket and everything has slid that way. All right, let's cut 2 of these out. I'll just put those right there. So I'm just going to come in here and I'm using this Fiskars Easy Action Scissors. And I learned a long time ago, the key is to move the paper and not your scissors while you're cutting. So you're just doing the open and close action. You're not actually turning your hand around, because that can make your hand have a lot of fatigue because you're both squeezing the scissors and then contorting your arm in order to go around the object. And I can generally, if I got my good glasses on, cut pretty good. All right, so I got those 2 pieces. So let's add some distress inks to the pieces here. Always losing stuff on your desk. It happens to me way too often. I'm trying different ways to organize. This time, I'll show y'all here in just a moment. I ended up putting like my tattered angels and some blank items that I might want, that I have out my desk sometimes, because if I see it, I use it, because I'm one of those people. I have to see it to use it. Oh, thank you, Janice, for your donation, and Cricket for your donation, and Margie. I don't know who else gave, so if you gave today, that information was lost. So if you would please speak up in the chat, I would greatly appreciate it. All right, so let's try something. Get this out of the way for a moment. I think what I want to do is glue this piece down, and I'll just trim it. Okay. Come on. Kind of putting it where that blank area is, but over just a smidge. All right, we'll trim that off. I didn't do distress inks around the whole piece yet, but I am going to put glue right here and use this little strip. think that looks pretty good. Trim it. Go ahead and add some distress inks again to this piece. You're always losing something where you sit. Henry always loses things, and I'd be like, you just had it in your hand, or, you know, where are my glasses? I said, well, I thought they were on your head. It's like, they just disappear. All right, so what if, how about like that? So we got a little thing going on here. Thank you, Sherry, for your donation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so I'm going to glue this piece down. All right, we'll glue it down just a little bit. And then I'll glue this one at the top. Kind of like that. And then this one over here. I think I'll go ahead and get a piece of fabric. It's kind of different. And let's punch a hole. Where is my special punch? There it is. I got my slot ID punch here. My hot photo is from the middle of the night. Hot flashes. Oh my goodness, Cricket. All right, so I went ahead and punched a hole, and let's grab a piece of fabric and we'll sew it real fast. We want red or green. I think since we have a small amount of green, let's do a little bit of some green fabric. So I'm just going to feed that through. And what I like about sewing them, and I've been doing this a lot, is because it is flat and it doesn't add bulk if you does when you tie it in knots, okay? All right, so I'm going to sew this. Thank you, Ashley. Pretty quick, just flat right across there. Super easy. All right, am I still with y'all? Everybody still here? All right, so there's one more thingy. What was I going to do earlier? I need to make a pocket. And I thought I saw... All right, so these are Franken pages that I made. I think I'm going to use one of them. And I just saw another fussy cut thing I might be able to use. That's kind of cute. Okay. Y'all into the raffle. Still here, still here. All right, so let's see. I don't know, maybe I'll make a taller, because this piece, if I make it too tall though, to put behind it. Okay, that's what we'll do. We'll make this piece. So, we'll look at this to see how, if I make that to where at least this is 3.5 inches. Oh, that puts it right. Okay, something fell on that piece. So I'm going to bring it down to 3 inches just because I'm just trying to use this paper, but this will make a cute pocket later. In fact, what I could do is go ahead and cut this one at 3.5 inches. Oh, that looks cute, doesn't it? With that green across the top. And we've got these pieces left over. So now I've got this piece, and I know my journal pages, generally I don't make my pockets any wider than 5.25 inches. So now, if I have this, that would be a cute pocket, wouldn't it? We put this on top of it. It's not matchy, okay? Let's do this though. We are going to go back to the sewing machine again. So I'm going to add some distress inks, and then we're going to go to the sewing machine and stitch around this outside edge. I think I also need to grab a couple of strips of book pages. Lammy. Okay. Can't chat on TV. Yeah, you can't really chat on the TV, but you can see the chat. That's what a lot of people like. All right, so I got this piece. Do I have another? I'm going to make something else out of those. Oh, here we go. Another scrap or two of paper. All right, so we've got, this will be the bottom. So I'm going to put the longest piece I have, or the piece that will fit. That won't, but this one will. So I like dropping it in the glue and then sliding it into place. Okay. I'm not starting again. Oh. Uh-oh. Okay. Got that one. All right, so then we'll go over here. And I'll put one here. I'm adding the tabs so that I can have the full width of that pocket. That one's not big enough, but that one is. Trash. That over here. There. Back over here. I'm really trying to be good about putting the bits and pieces back today. I'm trying to see if this is going to work for me, and I'll show you what I mean, what I'm doing here. Let me get this cut, and it'll give it a chance for it to dry while I talk to y'all. So here's what I've done. I've got a plastic basket here, okay, that I've kind of put some of the bigger papers that I thought I might want to use, and I'm just kind of digging through them every so often. So yes, I do have a little bit of a collection here in this pile, but that's good. And then I have, this is my Tattered Angels Glimmer Mist, and these, if you recognize them, they're mushroom bins, so they don't cost a whole lot. This basket was $1 from the Dollar Tree. And then back here I've got some charms. I've got some paper doilies, it looks like. And then these are kind of like blank pieces. Like this is some die cut paper that I made. These are some square journaling cards. This is a file folder. I do have some stickers, it looks like. And then I've put a couple of Christmas cards that I thought I might use. And then this is what we've made today. I've been putting on the side. And then I happen to have, because of my subscription boxes, I give you all envelopes. I have this little box. And so in it, I have, these are some of the journal pages that I want to make for this next journal. I've already started them. I just need to finish adding embellishments to the inside and adding items to the pockets. And then like this one, there's a pocket here, so I'm wanting something to go in there. And this is something I made a while back, but just cardstock, junior legal notepad paper, and I just sprayed Tattered Angels through different stencils. This is one of my gel print digitals for Christmas. If you do, I got glue on my fingers. If you do a search on my website for Christmas gel print, you'll see those. This is a rubber stamp. This is just another little notebook with mop-up papers to make a little booklet. This one has, I think, 4 papers. Okay, it looks like I took the same piece of 2 pieces and then cut them up. And then this is sewn so that you can slide it over a page. And if you want a paper clip, you can. I haven't finished embellishing this side. This side has a journaling spot that you can put a card in. What I'm trying to say, a pocket. A pocket has a pocket, and that's a Christmas card. So these are just some of the things I put in here. I've got some chipboard pieces. because I thought, well, maybe if I take the time, I could use those. This is some fussy cut ephemera. I've been trying to put the little pieces in here because they got lost in here. And then I found a whole bunch of other fussy cut ephemera that I need to transfer into little pouches like that. And then these are things that I've already made. So I took a journal card or a rubber stamp and stamped it onto a piece of white cardstock and watercolored that in. And then I had die cut in the center of this square, and I thought, well, I wonder if I can make this fit. So I positioned it over the little snowman, glued it into place, and then I stitched that onto, just stitched it together. Oh, I also did some embossing. So there's some dry embossing. And then over here, I did the rubber stamp, the most important things in life aren't things. That's a stamp in my shop. I did the snowflakes in the background, and this is a die cut snowflake. So I was just kind of, you know, putting some things together. This was some stickers that my aunt-in-law, I guess you could call her, Henry's aunt, gave to me, and I stuck them onto a piece of cardstock and added a little tinsel to it. These are some of the Christmas wish tags, and I just added some pretty metallic ribbon, sewing that on the top. Here's some more Christmas wish that I also added some ribbon and some lace. So I had a little piece of lace. What else? Oh, I found my label punch. Not label punch, tag punch. And so I had some scraps of paper that I just stamped and made little tags. And then these are some of the pockets from the Christmas wish kit. And I thought, well, if I put this together, then when I'm ready to use it, I've already got some tags that are kind of eclectic that go together. What else do I have in here? And I think the rest of you pretty much have seen little pockets that I've made in the past. All right, so let's go to the sewing machine. Oh, and one more thing. And then I put all my fabric and yarns and whatnot in a little zipper bag. So I've got all of these kind of lined up over here beside me. I hope that kind of gives you some ideas. All right, let's go ahead and go to the sewing machine. So what I'm going to do is stitch all the way around this outside edge. I've already stitched in the middle, so I just want to do that. All right, let's go like this. We're going to put that bell and ephemera, which is from the Christmas Dream journal kit. At least I think it is. All right, we'll stitch up the other side. So there is the beginnings of our pocket. That's what you want. Oh my goodness, you have 8 point. No wonder you have problems with your computer, Margie. She's always posting on Facebook because she's having problems. I'm like, it might be the fact their computer's a little old. You know, Ada, I kind of do. I will sit down and pull out what I need and set it aside. I'm not always as organized as I am today. Sometimes I kind of have piles instead of the baskets, but I'm finding that the baskets are so much more easier, or boxes and or Ziploc bags. So I'm really trying to see if I can make that work, because my desk would get so cluttered that you can't even see the top of my desk. I took some photos. I don't even know if y'all can see the photo. So this, if I can get it to, come on. I want you, if I go like this. All right. So this was my desk today, and I only had just a little bitty space to work because I had all this stuff all over it. So I have to do something to keep this kind of, you know, keep it neat. Not knowing all the fancy stuff to do. Gotcha, Margie, gotcha. Oh no, I hate it when the computers have a tendency to update and then you can't find things. All right, so we got that piece, and then we have these little bells that I thought would be pretty just right in the middle. And I'm just going to glue it down the way it is. Just the way it is. Just the way it is. Old school. All right, let's put the lamb back where he belongs. So then this would be popped into my journal on a page wherever I want it. And you have a little pocket, and then you've got a floating pocket that this piece can come out, and you've got journal cards in it. Put this back in here. Stamped on the back of that. I like it. That's like having a Model T car. Exactly. And you still have a working landline. Oh my gosh. Oh dear. Oh my goodness. All right, we got that done. So let's pop this over here in my pile of things that we've done. It's 5 o'clock. Okay. Finishing off my coffee from this morning. All right, I feel like I need to clean my hands, so I'm going to do that while I think about what we want to make next. I want some more insert items, I guess you could say. I made one pocket. You know, I haven't really made a lot of pockets for these tags. So why don't I make 2 little pockets that could hold just those tags. You still have a working landline, but no one ever uses it? Yeah, we got rid of ours a long time ago. I do have this piece. Let's see. How wide is it? It is roughly 5 inches. So what if I cut it to be, oh, let's do 2 1/4. Okay, and then we'll do 2 1/4 again. You know what? I've got enough here. I might as well make these all 3 into something. Okay, so I need, where is, close that, get this. I know I have different books that I use because of the quality of paper. I'll save that one. We'll use it to create some writing space. In fact, I'll put it right here. And we'll do that with these as well. Okay, cool. I don't always get the time to make all the ephemera ahead of time. So I thought, well, if I spend the day making a bunch of different things, showing y'all different ways, you can be ahead because you'll have a little basket to choose from. And if you don't use them, it's no big deal. You could wrap them up and give them as a gift to someone else, or just save them for the next journal. Okay, that's probably enough. Alright, so I'm going to make these into pockets. So I will glue right across here. And I just used some book pages that I had. Thank you, Ada, for your donation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. Line it up, line it up. Trim that off. Come up this way. Slide that over. If there was a rubber stamp that you would want made for Christmas, what would it be? What would be a good stamp that you would want? I've been trying to find different ideas of images that I thought would work. That's kind of why I came up with using the holly leaves and the poinsettia. I know there's a lot of other manufacturers out there that have those, but I wanted my own, you know, so I made one. And the same with like the gingerbread men and the sketch Christmas tree and the candy cane and the stocking. I haven't made that stamp for myself yet, but these stamps and the present, those were all from Norella. She's like, I think these would make great stamps. So I was like, yes, I agree. So I turned them into little stamps. And I prefer the little stamps. Oh no. One day I had a dog that passed gas right next to me, and I looked over at it, and it looked around, jumped up, and walked away. Like it scared him. Critters are funny. Okay, like this. You like little stamps? Yeah, I know you like miniature stamps. Well, I like being able to kind of make my own little ephemera when I can. You know, sometimes the digitals don't come with a lot of little things, but sometimes you want something small to embellish a pocket or the page and still leave yourself enough writing space on the journal page. Critters are funny. Okay, so we got one more. These were all scraps that I had on my desk, and I grabbed a couple of book pages and started gluing them to the back of the book page just so I could have a larger piece. And I like it because it kind of gives you that eclectic patchwork look. Alrighty. Alright, one more down this side. Ephemera and pockets. What else can we make? Okay. Alright, I think what I'm going to do now is we're going to go back to the sewing machine here in just a moment. Get rid of all the trash. And we're going to go around the outside edges, and then we're going to put something in the middle front of each of these. I'm trying to decide what do I want to use. I wonder if that's too big for this one. Maybe we'll stamp that onto another piece of paper. Oh, that block won't work. I need a big block. Gotta have a big block. It's a big block. Big block. All right, so we got a big block. Now, do I want to stamp it and put it on some browned paper with gold embossing? I don't think it'll show up. Maybe black, just black, no embossing. Just stamp it in black. Just stamp it in black, Linda. All right, so I'm going to come in from away from this fold in the bag. And it's okay if it's not straight, because I am just going to tear it. Okay, I'm just stamping it 3 times. Okay. put the stamp back where it belongs. And then come in here. This is a paper sack. I just happen to have a piece of it. And there's the bottom. Okay. I need to make fluffy tags with bling. Oh dear. Do you have a Christmas tree with hanging ornaments on it? I couldn't see. Oh, yeah. I currently do not have one with Christmas ornaments. I have this one, Joy, Hope, Peace, Believe, Let It Snow, Merry Christmas. It's called the Christmas Word Tree because Beeline Designs is on vacation. I don't know when she's going to be back from vacation or if we're going to have to do something else because she had a Christmas tree in her stamps from Beeline Designs. I think it won't show up in the search. I think it's okay if it goes beyond the page. What do you think? We'll put some distress inks around that. Go ahead and do this one too while I'm at it. Okay. Like that. One more. Yeah, I do have ornament stamps. Yeah, so that is, here, there's some of my stamps. I've got gnomes, and then here's some more. We have Christmas trees and words. I laminate sheets, so what I do on my computer is I put all of the stamped images on a page and put the name, and then I print it on cardstock, and then I put the reverse image on the other side so that when I go to put them back on the sheet, I know where they go. And if one's missing, like I don't have that stamp made and I didn't have that stamp made yet, but I put something else in its place for now. Next time I make stamps, I will add more stamps. All right, let's go over to the sewing machine again and we'll stitch around these pieces. So the glue should be dry now. I'm just going to stitch across the top and around the sides. That'll finish off that stitching. And now I'm going to have lots of little pockets that I can use. Whether I use them in this journal or a different journal. I think I want to make a bunch of relatively simple journals. Maybe they'll have one page that will have pockets, just one, and then the rest, the other 9 pages, will be predominantly writing space with an embellishment, but nothing super elaborate. Maybe stamping to keep it flat. I've got a couple of people that I need to make some Christmas gifts for, and that's what I was thinking. Just some really simple journals. Because I have a ton of just regular paper. I have the composition notebooks. I like taking those pages and cutting them to be journal size and then spraying them with Tattered Angels using stencils and whatnot, or even you can tee or, oh, looks like I'm out of bobbin thread. I didn't realize I had sewn that much. All right, so let's quickly What else I've got? Come on, I got to cut it off. It gets frayed. And I tried to throw my scissors on the floor. That's not good. What else? Oh yeah, sheet music is another. You have to be careful. Some of the old stuff is so brittle that if you try to use it as a independent page, then it'll break up. I just realized. What now? Yes, I did make a stamp. This is I thought got lonely and left. I also made cat hair is my glitter and dog hair is my glitter. Those are 2 new stamps that I have in my shop. I'm also getting ready to, I haven't put them on my website yet, but I have got them designed. It says postcard, and then there's a line that will come as one stamp as a T that has the little line, or it'll come as one stamp with it directly below, or you can get as 2 separate stamps. I decided that it wasn't any different for me to just make one product with 3 options. Henry's adding things. Who is Junkie Joe? No, Junkie Joe is just that, a computer program. He's a bot. All right, so I like how fast my machine is at filling a bobbin. It didn't take very long. I'm not going to take the time to do 2 right now. Usually, if I plan ahead and know that I'm going to run out, I will have already wound 2 bobbins full of thread. But today I did not do that. All right, so I'm just going to pick up where I left off, which is right about there. I love my automatic threader. It's so much easier to thread. Sometimes it gets a little off because of sewing over something and I wasn't paying attention, or I didn't get the machine threaded correctly. Or the needle gets old and you got to replace it. They do get dull. All right, I got it sewed. That took a while, didn't it? Sorry, guys. I have not mailed it yet. I am behind. I will be mailing out stuff this week. I'm trying to do a little bit every day. Okay, here's part of the reason. I lost the battery for my camera, and I wanted to take pictures of all the journals that I made recently. And I don't want to use my cell phone because it's too difficult to transfer the photos from my cell phone to a computer. So I couldn't find the battery for my camera, and I kept looking everywhere for it. So finally I gave up, and I have ordered a new battery and charger because I couldn't find either one. And I know as soon as my new one arrives, I will find the old battery charger and extra battery. I know that's what will happen. And then I'll have 2. All right. We got these 3 pieces. I think I'm just going to glue these on here. But I just realized I want to add some distress inks to the edges of the pocket before I glue it down. All right, so Robin wants a fluffy tag. Oh my goodness, she and her fluffy tags. Let me see what I can find that we can use. I think I've got an idea. Okay, so we got those 2 and one more. Okay. He's becoming an AI. Oh dear. Crack me up. Okay. Let's do this. I don't know. To me, it just makes the difference by adding that distress ink to the edges. I've watched other crafters that are creating junk journals that never use their distress ink, and I'm like, oh, but that would look so much better if you put some distress ink on there. I'm like, I know, you do you. I do me. Okay. So Ashley thinks the Christmas needs some gold. some gold on it. You know what we could do is I could dip the edges in gold embossing powder. So I've got gold, detail gold, and so I'm just going to take my Versamark ink pad and go around the edges and dip it. If we get a little too much, well, all right, we'll grab a piece of paper for a moment and let's see how this looks. See if we want to keep doing it. You upset when you forget the distressed X's? Yeah. Fibers, fibers, fibers. Robin says, fibers, 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 not cheesecloth on the fluffy tags. All right, well, we'll make some fluffy tags here in just a moment. All right, let's see if that is what you want. You like the gold around it versus without the gold? You see the difference? All right, we'll do another one. You distress about half the things you make? Or does that mean they're all upset with you because you put them in distress? Oh, dear. Cheesecake? Why are you talking about cheesecake? Did you send one to me? All right, so I'm just going to dip this in the powder. Tap off the excess. Okay, just kind of get a little bit. It was trying to come off, so I put a little bit more on the edges. Okay. Since there's a little bit of distress ink on there too, it will stick to some of that. Okay, I got that. Close this up, put it away. You have a taste for pizza? You have a cheesecake in the freezer, Margie says. Ooh, mom made homemade. Ooh, Ashley, I bet it's yummy. Her mom is an awesome cook. Ashley, you better learn how to cook some of that stuff or y'all are going to starve. Oh, dear. I think we're having Christmas on Sunday at our house. My computer just went blank. Y'all still with me? Okay. You know how to cook. I can cook, just hate cooking. I can't get up yet because Cupcake, which is a cat. Oh, dear. I understand. Henry does most of the cooking because he's a control freak. I got tired of guessing what he wanted me to make. I help though. I mean, we take turns on some things. I make spaghetti, and when I make chicken, I don't know, some people call it chicken and dumplings. Mine's chicken and vegetables and dumpling noodles. So it's really hearty. It's not soupy per se. It's really thick because I like to put mixed vegetables, okra. I'll put, of course, chicken stock or chicken broth, fresh onion and garlic, and then egg noodles and chicken, of course. Because you have no one to cook now, so it's cook or don't eat. Yep. Okay, y'all enter the raffle if you haven't already. I'll finish putting these together. Oh, okay. Maybe we'll do... I got something. All right, let's glue these together. I'm just gluing down the middle because I know part of the piece will stick out off the top and the bottom, but I want to make sure I have it right side up. A little pocket. You will deal with it. It's one thing you dislike about being single, but you'll deal with it because you don't have to deal with somebody else. And let's put this one. I think the temperature rose today because it feels rather warm in here today. All right, so then these would go maybe with one more piece of paper. Actually, I was going to do it with this one and this one. Save. So I made a couple of sets. Okay. I've got here a long skinny. That's what it is, a long skinny. This is from a paper sack. This is where the gusset is in the side when I cut up the pieces. Currently it is 8.5 inches. I don't think I want it that tall. So let's make it 6 inches tall. I know she wanted a tag, but I'm going to put that in here for right now. I think that would look good. And then I have this piece, and I saw I have an index card, and that is almost the same size, just so we have some writing space. So I'm going to glue this piece to the index card. Let's see. And we can cut this and make a couple of tags, I think. All right, use my bone folder. Okay, I think that'll be good. So this piece, oh yeah, y'all enter the raffle. All right, we're gonna pick the winner. Sorry, I was too excited about what I'm doing. So this is roughly a 5 by 7. So I'm gonna trim off the excess here, just so it's one smaller piece. And if I find the halfway point of 7¼ inches would be, what is that? 3 and, I don't do math, y'all. What is that? 3.5 inches? That really isn't much of a tag though. So let's do 2.5 inches. Yep. And let's do 2.5 inches. Okay, we got 1, 2. And then this is whatever this is, so it is 2¼ I'm going to go ahead and trim it to 2 inches. Okay. And I've got a tag punch, so we're going to slide this in here, and it will cut the top. If I push hard enough, there we go. Line this up the 2-inch mark, and then this one. Okay. All right, y'all into the raffle? Uh-oh, you added to your wish list. Oh boy, Julie. All right, let's go to the giveaway. And the winner of this ephemera pack, Christmas goodies from Julie. I just saw Julie's name, so I said Julie's name. The Mrs. Edmondson is Diane Dissenberger. Congratulations! You've won the goodies from Mrs. Edmondson. All right, so let me do the next free raffle. And Chris. All right, let's do this. All right, so I found this. I think I bought it when I was buying a bunch of old books from the Friends of the Library, Metropolitan Library book sale. And this is called Christmas Joys, Little Book of Christmas Joys. 432 things to do for yourself and others that just might make this the best Christmas ever. Be the first to wish everyone you meet a Merry Christmas. Buy a pair of red flannel pajamas that you wear only on Christmas Eve. Ask your local post office for its recommended mailing deadline dates for packages and letters. Don't send Christmas cash in the mail. So it's just some little ideas. So you could take these and cut them out, or you could just use the journal as it is, maybe even write something. So that will be our next giveaway. I think you've already got in. All right. Okay. So we have these guys. And I think I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of glue here. Let's put some Distress Inks around the edges. All right, so Robin wants fluffy fibers. Oh my gosh, eye roll. So now we've got the index card on the back. Cheesecloth, right? Flannel pajamas would be too hot for Christmas for Julie because it's like summertime there right now. You're welcome, Diane. Are you sending tanks my way? Lots of stamps and stencils, Julie. Woot woot. All right. So now let's get some fibers out because that's what Robin wants and it's all about Robin. All right, so I've got those fibers. I have those fibers. I have a little bit of green there. What else do I have here? I thought I saw some other ribbon. Got this ribbon that's two-sided. I think we should use some of that. And what else do I have here? Oh, I've got some of this gold. Let's use some of that gold. So we got lots of fluffies. Lots of fluffies. Okay. So first thing, I grab a piece of wax linen thread that's laid over here to the side. I need 3 tags. So let's see how much of this stuff I have. Can I make it into 3 equal pieces maybe? I think that would work. Get my scissors. All right, so I'm gonna just move this up. So I've got 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to find the end. If I can find the end. Sometimes these ends are easier to find than not. But I guess today, oh my goodness, I can't find the end. Really? Jeez, it was almost like it was folded in half. Okay, so I'll line this up and cut it. Line it up and cut it. And I've got one more down here, so I'll line it up and cut it. Yes, they're all going to be different sizes. That's okay. I'm going to wrap this back onto the card. Okay, put that back in my doodad. So now I've got some red, so I'll do some red bling. Fuzzies. Okay, got red. Now I've got this red and green ribbon. Red and green ribbon. Do I want the white? I think I don't even want the white. I think I want one more red and green ribbon. Sparkly. It's sparkly. You asked for sparkly. There it is. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is grab a bundle. Grab my little string and poke that through the hole here. Pull these through. Kind of make them as even or as jagged as I want them by kind of tugging on them. And then I'm going to lay this over here under my sewing machine and stitch it in just a moment. Okay, so I'll do another one. Poke that through. Okay, kind of push them back and forth. You could also tie it in a knot. So I think this one needs to go like that. And we'll do this one more time. Okay. Feed it through the little hole. You like my fluffy tags? Okay. I think that's what I want to do. Okay, so let's go over to the sewing machine and we'll stitch these. Oh, thank you, Terry, for your donation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Ada. Thank you, Suzanne. Thank you, Sherry, Janice, Margie. Let's see. Was it Cricket? I was trying to remember who else gave. So I just stitched across it, and that keeps them locked in place. Oh, where's my... Might need those scissors, so put them back over here. Again, we'll just stitch across. You can always tie it in a knot. Just got to make it long enough so that you can tie it in a knot. All right. All right, let's see. Let's clean the desk off. Something like that. Little tags. We'll leave the black. I may need to put some more glue on here. See if this one needs glue. It does. Okay. I like it. All right, let's do something with this guy. Using what I have. Adding distressing. So let's get a stencil out. I haven't used a stencil that's stream. So what color? Do we want to just do some gold maybe? I'm trying to think. Let's use this one. Oh, about to have an avalanche of stencils. Come on, quit it. Being cantankerous. I think what I want to do is I'm going to lay, this is again a paper sack, so I'm going to lay it flat and put that over it. I'm going to grab another one that I have laying here to the side, and let's grab the, I'm going to get two different colors. I've got, this will be, nope, that's not the one I wanted. Well, I guess it will work. This one is vintage lace. I thank you, Janice, for your donation. And then this one is vintage glow. This is part of the Christmas wishes kit, and this was just an open stock. I was going to try it out. All right, so I'm going to spray this all over. And then we're going to take this one, because this is my outside, and lay that over the top. And I'll just grab another book page to mop up any excess that's on the edges. Okay. So that's what it looks like with it still wet. Ooh, I like it. All right, let's dry these real fast. It's going to have that tone on tone kind of pattern to it. I like it. It's not 100% dry, but I think it'll be dry enough so we can continue on our journey. All right, I think what I want to do is put this one back, fold it, and it's going to go behind here. So I'm trying to decide, we stamp a little something in the corner. We've got the snowflake on it already. So what stamp? Well, this is the same image as the stencil, but it's a rubber stamp. So I think I called it snowflake number 1. So here's what I'm going to do, is stamp it right up here in this corner. I wobbled my stamp a little bit, but that's okay. And I have the word snowflake, and I had those labels I stamped earlier laying here. Here they are. So we're going to do snowflake, and we'll stamp that right here. There we go. Oh, stencil avalanche again. Oh yeah, when you gel print it comes up glimmery. Yep. I don't always clean my stencils off. I try to remember if, for example, I'm going from red to green Tattered Angels, because then you end up with this weird brown color. That happened to me today. I had to go wash my stencil off because I was like, ew, that is not what I wanted. I still used the paper. I just didn't like the color. Always two sides to the paper, right? Oh, you're getting a big gel plate for Christmas. Awesome. I need to gel print some more. It has been a while. All right, do we want to do it like that? I think think. I wonder. So what if I were to put a little tab in a sense, not innocence, in a sense, not innocence. I'm just going to trim off this excess piece here. And let's add some distress ink. Let's do this side. And if we put this on here, and we put that up there, this kind of gives us a whole other look. You have discovered the 8 by 10 inch gel plate. Awesome. I like all the different sizes. They all have their own, merits for things. I like the big 12 by 12 when I want to make 8.5 by 11 gel prints. So I get a full 8.5 by 11. And I like the smaller gel plate to make pages that I know I'm going to cut up and use. How's that? Oh, now that looks cute, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Pardon me. Here, let's see what it looks like if we were to put it like that. What do you think? Cute pocket? That's why it's not innocent. I guess you could be innocent. All right, let's dry my hands. I had to wash them off a little bit. I kind of liked where that looked. I like it. I like how it turned out. And sometimes what I'll do if I know for sure I want to put something on a page like this because I like the way it looked, I'll just take a paper clip and paper clip together. I haven't made the decision 100%, but I have the idea here. I may come back and say, no, that's not what I want to do. But for now, I want that there. Maybe later I'll do some stenciling or pretty on the inside, okay? Yeah. Well, you know what, Julie, if you don't have bits, just cut some. Thank you, Diane, for your donation. Thank you, thank you. All right. Put that right here just so we have it in our pile. And we did these. I think I'll go ahead and paper clip these together. Do I also want to make some journal cards to go with those? So I'm just kind of putting this in here like that and then paper clipping it. I may want to go ahead and make a bigger journal card to go with these. Okay. Let's get some hand lotion. The fluffy tag made it special. You like that? Well, and I could, because I've got these, is put a fluffy tag in here. Okay, I'm just trying to get it positioned so that it would stay. There. I think I like that. All right, let's make a tall, skinny card. Oh, I just saw this. I have this green paper, and I think I can make it 6 inches tall because it's a 12-inch piece. Why? Yeah, you do what you want. Make a journal card and go with. Thanks. Oh, dear. this is 5 inches. It is. It's 5 inches wide. If I still made this correctly, this should fit in my pocket and go behind. I kind of like that. It gives that nice look there. Let's grab another page and let's say if we were to glue that to a page, how that would look. This is a coffee dyed paper. Okay. Let's go ahead and add something to these scrapbook cardstock. You like the Christmas stamp? Thank you, Diane. I can't remember if that was part of when I had the Merry Little Christmas journal kit. I think Norella had that word, that cursive-y, scripty Merry Christmas. And I asked her for the image, and so then I turned it into a rubber stamp. You love that one too, Julie? Thank you. I think I like it because it's so different. All right, so we did that. What else could I layer on here? I think I saw a Bible page that I had already torn out. Let me see if I can find it again. Those were dictionaries. That's sheet music. Well, I know I have a whole book, so it may be just as fast to just tear another one out of the book. Okay. That up there. That over there. So this is a really old brittle Bible that I got a long time ago. So I've been just using a few pages at a time out of it. I think I'm going to just cut 2 strips. I'm just cutting off that outside area. And some people like to save those little pieces and turn them into other things. I have so many scraps, I just can't keep anymore. I think I'll just go ahead and cut it straight down that line. So, and I know that my card is 6 inches tall, so I'll make it, let's make it 5.5, so we have a little bit of a block in the middle. Yeah, they're old, aren't they? It's been around for a while. Ah, thank you, Jennifer, for your donation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so if we were to put these on here, okay, and what else? What else? What else? What else? I wonder how this would look if we stamped it. I don't have a big enough piece there. That might be big enough. It might be big enough. I'm going to stamp this. We'll do it in black ink. Let's see how it looks. All right, so this is the word Christmas tree, and I'll stamp it on this grocery sack. Well, I like that color. All right, so I'm gonna do it again. So I'll have it done twice. I don't know why, but for some reason I get in a mode of creating 2 things. I like having extras. Oh, it almost looks avocado dye. Well, it's just scrapbook paper. Or, I mean, the book page. Yeah, the book page was just a true brown, vintagey. Okay, so I'm just going to come in here and kind of tear this out. I got a little close there. Okay. All right, so if this was here and this was there, what else does it need? Thank you, Margie, for your donation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope I'm not getting sick again. People, if you're sick, stay home. Don't go out in public. I had a couple of customers that came to see us, and I suspected they were sick because of the way they were talking. So Henry got sick, and I think I'm coming back down with it again. All right, I think it needs something else. Maybe I kind of wish that was a little bigger. So let's see what this one is. Oh, you know what? How about this? All right, so this is roughly 4 inches tall. So if I had a strip that was, let's go on out so I can cut this down. Okay. Which way? Like that. So I did 4 inches wide. Do this one more time. Okay, and then I need to trim it. Let's see what we can do here. If we do 4.5 inches, that'll give us a nice little border all the way around. I may come down just a smidge. There. So how does that look now? I think that's what it needed, was that little bit of red. So that's a gel print on a book page. I like it. You have a word stamp. Mine has more words on it. All right, let's go ahead and add some distress ink. Okay, over here. Yeah, I love this buffalo plaid stencil. I haven't played with it much this year. I made a bunch of gel prints last year, and I have it as a digital download too. So if you didn't get it and it's still out there, I'm going to use a scrap of paper here to help me with distressing the edges of these Bible pages because they're very fragile. They rip easily. Kind of helps sturdy it up a little bit. Thank you, thank you. Okay, got to be in it to win it. All right, so there's one piece. Let's do this one now. Okay, I need to do this one. And then I think we're ready to, we'll glue these all together. How's that sound? I'll do a flip through of the journal. You have a choice. You can choose the planner or the journal. And this is from the Christmas Dream collection I made in 2020. I happened to have a couple journals that I made extra, so I got to keep one for a while. And since I didn't have as much time as I had wanted to make a journal, a whole journal for the live stream today, I thought, well, I'll just get one of those and y'all can choose. Okay, I'm going to glue this here. And I'll glue this in the middle. So we used book pages, paper sacks. I was going to use some wrapping paper, but I didn't get that far, did I? I also had out some paper napkins that I had thought about using. Okay, really. Push that glue out to the edge. Now you could, if you want, stitch around that, but I think I'm just going to go ahead and leave it. All right, let's glue this down. Okay. To print edge to tongue. It will kind of look metallic, Julie, but not the same as the original, like this one is the original. It'll be close. But you could spray it with Tattered Angel's Glimmer Mist, and that will give you that shimmer. That's what I've done in the past. Okay, put this right here. All right, and then we'll glue this one down. One's junk buck 70, that's awesome. All right, y'all in on the last free raffle for the little book? Okay. And we're trying to push that glue out to the edge. And we'll put this guy down. All right. Thank you, Diane. I'm full of ideas. I'm full of something. Okay. Those can go in there. And I haven't done anything with this one yet, but we have it. I may kind of use the edge of my desk to get it to uncurl. I'm thinking of cutting this one in half. So this is currently 8.5 inches. So if I do it at 4 1/4, then we've got two smaller ones that we can use somewhere to have something different. Okay. Being full of what you're full of? Yeah, if it's a cartridge printer, if you just lightly missed the page with Tattered Angels, it may bleed a little bit. Don't saturate it, just do light mist. You could also spray a workable fixative on your inkjet papers. Then let that dry. Then you can spray it with more Tattered Angels Glimmer Mist over the top of that, and it'll help keep it from moving into the paper. Give it a bit to dry, and then you could spray it again with the workable fixative, and then it won't rub off. You can also use hairspray. Laser printed works if you don't want it to ever move if you get wet. It's not necessarily better, it's just good for some things. Okay, I like that. All right, so this is going to go in here. I'm just feeding it down into my pocket. So now we got this nice little piece. There. So now I've made a couple of pockets. And then I've got these two little guys that I haven't finished yet, but they're in the works. You know, there's something that can be done with those. All right, let me move a couple of things out of the way. So that's also what's handy about having that basket, is that I can just transfer it really fast over to the side and my desk gets cleaned off. All right, y'all get in the raffle now. Cleaning off some more things off my desk, so they're out of the way. And we'll look at all the things I made today, and then we'll look at the journals so y'all can decide which ones you want. Okay. Aquanet rules for sure. Yes, a laser printer is also good for image transfer. If you have a laser, good, Diane, use it. Exactly, no smearing. I had a laser printer for a while, but it cost so much for the toner that I quit using it. I need to clean my hands off again. Ruh-roh. Was that holding something? All right. Cleaning it off my hands. Yeah, you can't get the instant ink for the laser printers. That is correct. They have some other programs that you can get depending on the kind of printer it is. All right, so here's what we made. We made a pocket, and I made this little tag, and I made the journal card that's in the background. The other tags I already had. Then I made just a couple of grocery sack, so you can use those for journaling. It's another pocket that I made. I already had the papers in a Franken-page state, so I just kind of finished it off. And then here I took a book page and folded it, added some writing space to the back, and then we made these journal cards to go inside. Made this tag or bookmark, just a quick out of all of the scraps that were laying on my desk. This was something I made before we started the live. I didn't put anything inside there, so maybe I'll leave this out on my desk so I can make something to go in the pocket. And then this opens up and you have all this writing space. You could also choose to add another piece of paper to the back for writing space if you want, or you could glue photos. And then this one opens up this way, has a pocket here, and I stamped around the edges. And then this is another pocket piece with a fuzzy fiber. And then this was a paper sack again that I stenciled and added a little piece to. So there's some good pieces, I think. I'm going to leave these two out so I can make cards for their pockets. And I like doing them in different sessions where, you know, that session of stuff will be really similar because that's what I'll pull from my desk. And then I'll put those away, don't look at them, and then when I start my next session, I may make something completely different. So that's kind of a fun way of doing it. Alrighty, so let's pick the winner. I lost my, if y'all haven't already gotten in the raffle. Bye, Ashley. Eat dinner, watch the rest of Wednesday on Netflix. Oh, cool, have fun. Thanks for being here. Thank you, Julie. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I think we made it to the journal raffle. I'm just making sure as I'm waiting for everybody to get into the last free raffle, and then I'll flip through these journals real fast while y'all enter the last raffle. Waiting on Junkie Joe. Yeah, I put things away. I did. And my desk right now is so much better than it has been because of the baskets. I'm like, I've got to keep doing this. I've got to figure out a better way. Alrighty. We made it. Okay. Giveaway. All right. The winner of the Christmas book, Christmas Joys, is Sherry Deskins. Congratulations, Sherry. All right. So let's reset that. Yes. Let's go here. And let's go here and open. All right. All right, I gotta delete that, put that in. All right. So these people have donated: Margie, the Mrs. Edmondson, Diane Ditzenberg, Janice Brimmer, Terry, Ada, Suzanne, Sherry, Janice, and I was trying to remember who the other person was that donated. Cricket, I believe. And then, of course, Margie again. So y'all can enter this last raffle. These are recycled Ziploc bags. So here's what I've got. I've got 2 different journals here. This one is using the Christmas Dream Journal Kit from 2020. It's sold out. You can get the digital, but I no longer have any of the subscription boxes. So I did offer now the stencils as a standalone stencil set. So if you missed out on getting the box and you would like to have the stencils, those are available. This one has some stamping. And this is the planner. Scrapbook paper. This one has lots of little layers in there. So we've got a pocket on here. I think it's a multi-pocket. Yeah, it is. Okay. And that fits down in here. The rubber stamping that you see, this is from Beeline Designs. That's why I'm making my own postcard stamp too, so I can have a different version. That was the Bella Rose stamp. There's some book page and a piece of cardstock, craft colored. So this is the planner. Oh yeah, Life's Little Instruction Book, and I placed an order today. So, oh, okay, perfect. Thank you so much, Sherry. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You need to remember to stencil spray on colored paper. Yeah, I like doing it on colored paper, or I even like making my own colored paper. I'll spray it with one color, and then I will do the stencil on top of that. Say, notebook paper, I think, and a piece of music. Some more notebook paper that I stenciled. The different kits of papers or journal cards. Can't get my words out. So this is the planner. So whenever you win, tell me if you want the planner or just the regular journal. Okay. I won't spend a lot of time because I have done these before. It's been a couple years, but you get the idea. And I did sign it back in 2020. All right. Journal cards. Embossed stamping. A little bit of bling behind there and stamping and collaging. I need to do more little things like that. That was another thing that I wanted to do, but you know, sometimes you just don't have enough time in one session to do all the things you want. Using the chipboard pieces. This is another one of the chipboard pieces, and then just kind of making a watercolor background and stamping with it. Simple stamping. These pages have tulip dimensional fabric paint on them, so they glitter. Ah, thank you, Robin. Thank you, Julie. Another stencil page. Making little cards. This was some washi tape that was put onto a altered or a paper clip. Journal card. Little faux postcard. The corner got dented. I must have dropped it. Smooth it out. I like all the images that Norella created for this. This was just stamping letters from an alphabet stamp on squares and just putting it onto some paper. You love all the Christmas. Thank you so much, Robin. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And they all kind of blend together. So next week I will work on putting together a journal using some of the stuff we made today and whatever else I can make in between. It's got a little kitty cat. All right, y'all in the raffle. Check real fast. So we had, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8-ish people. Let's see if we're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, yeah, so Terry, Suzanne, Sherry, the Mrs. Edmondson, Diane, Cricket, Ada, and Margie. So thank you all for getting in on there. So let's pick a winner. Tell me if you want the planner or the regular journal, okay? And let's pick a winner. Let me make sure I got everybody. It's a hard decision. It's decision time. Thank you, Julie. All right, are you ready? And the winner is Ada. Congratulations, Ada. You won. So which one do you want? The planner or the journal? I got to remember to make journal cards to fit in these. So if I did 6 inches by 4 inches would fit in there. Okay, that's good. That's good to know. Congratulations, Ada. Woohoo! Thank you, everybody, for being here and hanging out with me. I greatly appreciate your support and, you know, just chatting with me. The donations are great as well. If you patronize my store, become a patron of my store. Yeah, I think that's what I mean. If you shop at my store, I greatly appreciate it. If you use links in the description box that take you to Amazon, I greatly appreciate that because it gives me a little bit of a commission to help cover some of my costs of being able to have internet. So let's see. Next week, I'll work on making the journal out of the ephemera and stuff that we made today. And I hope that you have an amazing week. We're still waiting on Ada. She may have just decided I'm done. Yes, thank you. Journal, hard decision. Thank you. Okay, she wants the journal. So Ada is getting the journal. You're very welcome, Ada. You're very welcome. All right, well, I'm going to get off here. Henry should be home shortly so we can have some dinner. And I greatly appreciate, again, each and every one of you for taking the time to hang out with me. Y'all are amazing friends and family. So y'all have an amazing week. Do something fun. Do something that makes you happy. You know, make something and pass it along to someone else, whether it be a happy mail or give something to your postman or a delivery person, make a little tag or a card or something and wish them a Merry Christmas using some of your scrap supplies that you have already. All right, what else? I think that's it. Y'all know the drill. Give this video a thumbs up, share it with your friends so that they can share as well. Hey, and if you would, when this video is over, come back and leave me a comment of what you have. What was your favorite part about it, or what is something that you want to see in a future live stream? All right, everybody, y'all have an amazing day. Lots of love. Well, take care, and early Merry Christmas to you. All right, bye, everybody.